Hello, my name is Sean Sands. Welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we find ourselves continuing our Macedon playthrough. We have Thrace over here in a war that they're equipped to handle. I would prefer not to have to send additional troops over there, but I think actually I will move a contingent. Well, no, so I have two things that I want to do. In the short term, let me just check, make sure everybody's up to date. Yep. I think I want to attack a Carnania? No. I want to attack this country. Why? Well, they are one of the few that border us, and we've talked about this before, that are not protected by Phrygia. I'm not ready to go taking after Phrygia right yet. But they do have two tasty allies who I'm hoping will actually get involved. Hera. I'm going to say Hera and Boeotia. So what that benefit would be is, they're way down there, that would get us potentially a way to attack these guys without bringing Phrygia into the mix. So that's my short-term plan, is to swing my troops down here. Good, that's got enough supply limit, and set up for an attack. And maybe then swing these guys over here just to ensure that nothing bad happens. Megalopolis would like to import olives from Illyria. Olives are giving us slave happiness. We have not a lot of slaves, I don't think, there. Give me my populations. Yeah. Not a lot of slaves up here, so I don't mind giving them that. I think. Okay. So that's the short-term plan. We just built a number of buildings to kind of get things up and going, make this a little faster growing region, hopefully. Shave off some of that supply limit issue. They are continuing to get close, aren't they? Gonna have to keep an eye on our good friends, the Byzantiums here. Essentially the Byzantians and Bithynia. Let's see, what do we want? Vegetables? Probably not. Macedonia Secunda, because that is going to provide us supply limit. We aren't selling vegetables. Let's put some troops down here as well. What is our composition again? This is kind of a blend. They're all blends. I wouldn't mind getting a few more. We have the money for it. I wouldn't mind getting a few more heavy infantry. Hemp from Thessaly. Slave output, 2.2%. Pardon me. So that's money directly. Our slave output would reduce essentially by 2%. So that's going to be 0.33, 0.67. I don't know. It's probably still more than just 2% across the board. Let's try it. Because we do have an... Well, no, I don't want to... Acquisition of wealth is the focus of Thessaly. I like having the bonus there. Well, this would be an interesting sort of math question then, where I'm clearly not going to do the math. Our net, let's see what our net tax reduction is. We'll take it. It gains us 0.54. So, yeah, we need to earn more than, we need to see less than a 0.54 drop in our total tax rate. Which it should be, right? 1% is 0.24. So it should, I mean, even if you were looking at the whole country. So we do not want to see this drop below 13.7. We need to let it cycle through a month. Those words are not coming easy this morning. Let's see. 14.24. Really no change. Okay, why was there no change to our tax rate? Thessaly has less hemp. So that would be 2% less. Hemp is slave output. Slaves output base tax. Why did that not go down? Not doing vegetables. Check back in on it in a minute. 14.24. I would have thought that would have reduced our tax rate a bit. You really got to get it over there. Get it going over there, Thrace. You're embarrassing me. So we do need to be able to fabricate a claim. We can't. We don't have any good claims. They have another. Oh no, yeah, they don't. That's including them. For a second, I thought they had gained another ally. That's right. Our oratory power is kind of slow moving. Let's go ahead and add some units here. Are you really going to come mess with me in particular? I hope not. Any of these mountains, that would be great. Let's grab a spot. Hills is good. Where we could get a favorable... Let's send you here. Glass from Macedonia. As long as we don't lose our religious tech investment. A locally produced surplus, so we would lose. Yeah, we'd lose that. We're not doing that. And we're not doing vegetables. Go attack him. Leave me alone. Yeah, go get him. Okay, we will group this up. Group these guys up. Get our invention. We're closing in on our first tech group. Rep. Fabricate claim cost is probably good here. So that drops us to 180, right? 160, right? We have the other one. Okay. Oh, he took a good fight there. Nice. He's going to lose, which is a little... That wasn't ideal. Keep growing this. We got good money. Let's put some more buildings in. Border fortress might not be the word. Well, we have a fort in... Amphipolis? Amphipolis. I'm going with Amphipolis. I like that one. That one felt the best when I said it. Let's continue. Remind me of the culture over here. I never remember. I'm going to remember these eventually. Culture. Okay, this is all our... These are all Macedonians. Not all. But we have pretty good. They're all compatible cultures. So I assume we're bringing in decent money. I think let's focus on building some marketplaces. And maybe here in Pella. Wine from Macedonia? That's a maybe. Would we lose the army maintenance? We would lose army maintenance. That's right. Sorry, no can do. Just waiting on our oratory power. I think maybe we will have to come over here and kind of help Thrace out a bit. There are either army composition or... Talk to me about this fight. He's got a high martial ability, and they do not. He's got heavy infantry. They have more. Thrace has more. Why are they losing this fight so strongly? Discipline is low. Yeah, because these guys should be doing great damage against the light infantry, which this is primarily. And no benefit for bottleneck versus phalanx. Might just be a morale problem. They seem to be doing well here, but they're about to get reinforced. Yep. I think we're going to have to step in and help a bit. Is he still in retreat? Good lord. Tell you what, you go on defend borders. Let's see. Callipolis Atolia has seen a huge influx of traders and travelers from far and wide recently. One of our advisors jokingly suggested that we must have been blessed by Hermes himself. It might have been a joke, but paying our dues to the god might be a good idea nonetheless. It could only be a boost in long-term business, right? So we will be inspired by the god and make the most of this. We would gain a bunch of money and get a local tax benefit to Callipolis. Talk to me about where that is. Callipolis Atolia is here. So a 20% tax increase. I mean, it's fine. We can lose some and get a bunch of religious power. And Macedon, we get a tax increase in omen duration across the board. Plus that 20%. I think probably we'll do this. We'll go in the negative for a little bit, which is not ideal. How not ideal is it? It's super not ideal. Now we're going to take the money. Do we have somewhere where we can go? Yeah, I think we'll have to go here. No vegetables. No vegetables. I'm not trading vegetables. I'm not losing my benefit. No, that's not what I had in mind when I meant defend borders. Was go stand somewhere and get a bunch of attrition. All right. You can come over here, though. Closing in on our oratory power limit. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. Oh, I don't want to spend the improve opinion amount. Sure. Siege a lot of this stuff. Put Thrace back in a position to not get wrecked by the Olympic Games. No, I mean, they're not going to get wrecked by the Byzantines. I don't know if they'll get wrecked by the Olympic Games. So, Olympic game, what do we have? We have our new Carthage family. This is Leonidas Carthage, who is, I mean, just the worst. Or Polybolus Proctid. Listen, Polybolus. Oh, that's adorable. Good job getting a bunch of attrition so you can't siege down that province. Ooh, we lost a researcher? Oh, he was a researcher. So we'll put Archaeus in the mix. He's fine. Thrace is sending his group back over, which is good. Wow. Because it's under siege, just still. Wow. That it takes that much siege just to get a standard place. I mean, takes a while that we're still gaining attrition in a province that only requires 1 unit. Swing down here to Saleh. Get some money. Let's build some more marketplaces. And yeah, I like the building them in. Let's build some over here. And maybe a couple of granaries as well. Halima, and that's it. We're out of money. Are you guys just hanging out? You know, you could. I can think of some other things you could do besides just standing there like an idiot. The Olympics concluded. Patroclus Zagreb seemed to do very well, and with those stats, I can see why. Okay. That's fine. I wasn't expecting much. Vegetables. Leave my vegetables alone. I keep telling you. Keep telling you no, and you keep asking. Don't worry, Thrace. I got it. I've got it. I got it, buddy. I mean, at least you're doing some pointless wandering around over here, so that's something. Pardon me. I'm going to wait on this invention till our next round. We are getting civic power pretty quickly, which I do like. And we're at 180 oratory, so it is time. It is time, assuming nothing's changed. Phrygia and Boeotia. Okay, we don't have... We'll get the Cassis ally. Oh, they do have a new ally. Corcoria? Okay, they have a... They're down there. Keep an eye on them. Is that really their only... Yeah, they have 3 cohorts. Okay. So let us fabricate a claim. Epirus. And we will wait to declare war. I think we're going to swing these guys back around. Grace, this is officially your problem now. Vegetables are a no-go, as always. You eat your own vegetables. Don't eat my vegetables. Group them up and send them back home. Excellent. We got our first martial advance. Bonus to armies. Morale of armies, morale of navies. Jacks up our maintenance cost. But reduces the military tradition cost, which means we should be able to immediately get a military tradition because they're only 600 now. So... Starting experience heavy infantry morale, light cavalry discipline. I think we're going to go for the infantry morale. Do we love any of the supply limit plus 10% is actually really good. Supply limit has been a big problem for us in the region, and I think we're going to go for that. We are going to declare some war. We are going to take Epirus. We are going to confirm, and then we're going to kill you. Now that looks like it's going right into a mountain. Kills, but... Boy, they're getting away with both of them. See what you do. Okay. If he had continued to move up, I would have tried to... Oh yeah, we're fine. We're going to catch him. Glass is not happening. Citizen, or civilization level went up. That's very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love that. Can we get across in time? We can't even get across. There's no crossing there. Way to go, my friends. Way to go. Thrace, just stop. Just stop doing that. I wish there was more I felt like I could do with my prisoners. Ooh, a 10996. I would love to... I'd love to just bring him in. Hopefully he will live long enough for me to snatch him up at the end of this. Oh, man. I'm not even sieging that town. That must be a level 2 fort. I'm only going to say no to vegetables so many times. I mean, I'm going to refuse, but I'm only going to actually say the words no so many times. Our vassals are doing some work to the south. That's helpful. This should be a fairly straightforward effort. He can siege this down, I suppose, but even if he does, the fort will reclaim it right back the moment he steps off of it. Let's swing these guys down here. Just as a deterrent. Thrace seems to have things under control finally, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to crank up the speed, I think. We got a 7k stack of Acarnanians. We're going to call them Acarnanians. And he's like, nope, never mind, I'm out. That's an army. And I do not want that army to kill me. Sound thinking. Acarnania? Well, I mean, I wouldn't have. But who am I to say? Maybe you'll win that one. I'm just kidding. You definitely will not win that one. Is this a fort? It's the capital. Hyperides, Zosimid, in his civic capacity, informs us that an opportunity has arisen. One of our most valuable... Yeah, right. This is the temples one. We've got a ton of prestige. We could be more popular. I don't want to go in the negative, though. I am very averse to going in the negative funds-wise in this game. Alright, you swing back. Oh, he thinks he's smart. Have another invention. All right, now let's take some time to take a look at what's new in Invention Land. I like siegeability. I like discipline. I don't care about the triremes as much. Capital import route, sure. Research points, that's probably what I'm going to take. And this is a good round. There's a lot of these I like. Population growth, omen duration. I think we're going to take research points. Just so that it can get us even better ones in the long run. But that's all. That was all good. Nice job. I mean, you're not sieging anything, but fine. Looks like they finally cleared the enemy out of their land. Citizens for Thrace. We are informed that a group of citizens are preparing to move from Neapolis, Thrace to Abdera. Neapolis, Thrace to Abdera, one of the religions of our ally, Thrace. Are preparing to move from Neapolis, Thrace to Abdera. One of the regions of our ally, Thrace. It is said, having a better understanding of our two cultures would bring us even closer, but it would certainly weaken us if all our people start leaving Macedon. We can make Thrace happy. We could lose some military power, which is almost certainly what I'm going to do. We could lose some civic power and some money and increase their local tax. I'm not sure I care enough to do that. Tell me about this. We would lose a citizen. I don't want to lose citizens. Local unrest reduction and a tax hike. But again, I don't have the money to do that, so I think we'll just say no. I'm surprised it doesn't increase our tyranny. That seems like a event tailor-made for a tyranny increase. I don't know where you think you're going. If I didn't have to cross my whole country to come get you. Right, gotta run time. How are we doing? Not great. Not bad, not great. But I think we can start, making some real progress now. Yeah, same story as always there. Philip Antipatrid, or Cassander Antipatrid, has his son Philip the Fourth. That is our heir, right? Yeah, Philip the Fourth is our heir. He's a crap heir, though, so I mean, we don't have any great heirs. Perhaps if he is wealthy enough, he will seek treatment of his own volition. Otherwise, we can step in. Inflammation. I don't really feel strongly about him living or dying. And they're going to make me pay for being all the way across the map, aren't they? Can we finish up our sieges here, buddy? Nope. If he gets away because I got stuck. No, he did not. The terrain is to their benefit. Is this awesome mountains? That is what I was hoping you would do. Because Lissos is only farmland. Keep going. Oh. Go. Go. Oh, he's locked in. Excellent. Now, we should win this. Our commander is crap, though. Can we switch out a commander? Oh, yeah. Let's grab this dude. Antenor Prepalaut. Nope. Oh. We'll definitely win that now. Vegetables. The endless sieging. Oh, I stand corrected. Go ahead and finish this fight. Massacred them quite a bunch. Let's go ahead and swing down here. Oh, they are. It's actually that siege that went ahead and finished. We're still working on this one. Yep, this is all good. I don't think we're going to lose this one. Maybe. Higher morale, terrain is to their benefit. Are we locked in? Let's hold here and gain back some of our morale. We can do an omen. We got a bit of unrest. Mainly war exhaustion related, though. I'm not so worried about that. Manpower is... I'm bringing in money, but not a ton. Might be worth it to do taxes for now. I forget what I had before. I think we've got this under control, so I'm not inclined to do a bunch of military-related... Where are you going? If you want to go ahead and just nail down that fort, that might be ideal. Thank you. All right, let's see what we can grab. Acarnanian Aetolia, Acarnanian Epirus, and Boeotian Aetolia. Is that enough? I think that's pretty good. Puts us next to... Okay, hang on. Does that give us crossing? It doesn't, right? We are going to have to take Aetolia to get that crossing. Or, well... Sparta and Boeotia. These guys are still guaranteed by Phrygia, which means we will not have... there's Thebes. Also, we need to go ahead and start thinking about how we're going to integrate these guys. That's probably an option. And oh, this is just Phrygia. No, wasn't that used to be? No, this is Athens, and Athens is a feudatory of Phrygia. I mean, it's just going to be a fight against Phrygia at some point. It would be great if Egypt or, well, the Seleucids already seem to have a problem with their own, though they're taking Armenia nicely. Phrygia has 47 cohorts. You know, we're not at a point. We're not that much lower, honestly. If it comes down to it at some point, we can do that. I think Epirus, we have a truce with for another 2 years, so we'll probably go after Epirus next. I think I'm happy with this. How many families? We have some starving pops. We have some scorned families. The Carcids. Really, the Carcids? I thought I hired them for like a million things. I wouldn't mind reducing the aggressive expansion here. Alright. It's not a ton, but it's a little bit. Making some progress. Armistia. Sure. I'm feeling saucy. We can also swing up here to the north and start. These are tribes. Tell me about their culture again? They are still our culture, right? This is all Macedonian. Or Hellenistic. But we have Greco-Illyrian, Dardanian, Macedonian, Thracian. Azusamid died. No. He was nobody. I mean, oh no, he was our commander. So not nobody. That was kind of harsh. Sorry, buddy. That's not what I meant. Sure, you can jump in there. We have our son who is become a general and gain loyalty. It would increase his character prominence, though. He's bad at it. Why do you want to be a general? He's like, Dad, I can be a general. Dad, I know. I went to general school and I learned about formations. No, you can't be a general. You're bad at it, son. I love you very much, but you're bad. He's one of our sons, right? Yeah. He's second in line to the throne. But he's also bad at that. Let's see. I think I'll move you north. That should be able to hold you. What do we got? There was tons of stuff I wanted. Is there any improvement to supply limit? Because I'm pretty sure I'd take that. I'll take population growth. That's ultimately a help with supply limit. I wonder. No, we probably don't have the force to do a lot of threatened war yet. And all of this is impassable terrain. Like, none of this is area we can colonize. War. Collapse! Although Hyperides, the Semid, is responsible for the oversight of civic works, it has become abundantly clear that his appointment was a terrible mistake. All around the country, shabby, hideous edifices are being raised at alarming speed. Sadly, his latest masterpiece collapsed, killing a number of civic officials. We could lose some money, and he would lose popularity. He doesn't have a lot to lose, or we could just hit him a whole bunch. I don't care if he loses loyalty We might even kill it, flog him till he dies. Jesus. Talk to me about this dude. Oh. He seems like he should have been pretty good at this. He doesn't have any popularity. Is he he's not currently a general because he is doing this. Flog him. And he died. Very sorry, Hyperides. I might have gotten a little enthusiastic with the flogging, I guess. Oh, man. That is not ideal. I think you might be... I can't unmake him a general, right? Because he has troops loyal to him. 12 months have passed. Alright. Boy, we just have no good martial skill, people. That's kind of a bummer. Because now we're just 6% increase. We lost 3% of our morale increase. Thessaly. Fish. Fish from Thessaly. That we probably can do. An envoy is requesting to import fish from Thessaly. Oh, that's Macedonia. Yeah, we can do that. That one we can do. I assume that happened because we took a... I don't know why that happened. What are we doing in Aetolia? We're converting pops. Do I care? How much do I care about converting pops in this area? Lots of Aetolians. Probably... Yeah, it's probably worth doing for now. So we're doing that here, and... do we have something in Achaia? We're losing loyalty in Epirus. That should even out. Why are we losing so much loyalty here? Well, mainly war exhaustion. Not really that worried about it. That might not be the right response, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. As always, no vegetables. Supply limit. What we need for more supply limit is just city population. It reads, all right, supply limit 16, but the weight with Stratus, right, the weight is increased because the heavy infantry, and supply limit is not simply how many of dudes you have versus the supply limit, right? So the supply limit is 16. We have 16k, but these heavy infantries increase supply limit. So we'll probably have to move here. Believe it or not, that has better supply limit. I just don't want to take attrition. I think our manpower is still going up, but I want to be cautious with that. I think we're going to pause it there. So we expanded our domain a little bit. I think we start kind of pushing a bit north, and probably in the not too distant future. Talk to me about Aeolia. It might honestly... They're feudatory. Wow, that's a good point too. So it's not just how much does Phrygia have, because they have how many feudatories? I mean, a lot. So we got to figure out a way to kind of minimize Phrygia. I think, honestly, we also start making nice with Paeonia so that we can... What is their state? They are tribal vassal. We might just take this over, honestly. Because we can't integrate tribal vassals, right? Is that correct? I feel like that's correct. Yeah, so we're actually going to need to cancel their tribal vassal status. They haven't done a single thing to help us since day one. And we'll probably guarantee them to make sure that Thrace doesn't try to come knock it in. Yeah, we're going to cancel their tribal vassal status so we can take them over. They're not going to like us for a while, though. And how long do we have a truce with them? Or do we have a truce with them? We don't have a truce. So I think this is our next job is to come over here and wreck their whole day. This supply limit there is 32, so let's pull you actually over to here. And let's pull you back up to here. And we'll do that next time. Until then, as always, my name is Sean Sands. Thank you for joining me for more Imperator Rome, our Macedon campaign. I hope you're enjoying it, and I will see you again real soon.